this week's show, the 9th edition of the Monaco Blue Initiative in Edinburgh, Scotland. The President of Cape Verde makes a trip to Monaco. And the amenities at the migrant camp in Ventimiglia in Italy, financed by Amad Mondial, presided over by the Princess of Hanover. The town of Edinburgh and Monaco share many values, including a great fondness for the sea and a strong desire to preserve it. In 2018, Edinburgh was chosen to welcome the 9th edition of the Monaco Blue Initiative. The event aims to bring together specialists, politicians and economists, and this year they discussed protected marine reserves, aquaculture, climate change and the appearance of a blue economy.
Toujours les mêmes problèmes, malheureusement, qui menacent nos...
Unfortunately, it's still the same problems that are threatening our seas and oceans. Dangers we have been talking about for a long time now. Overfishing, the need to improve management of protected sea reserves, as well as create new ones, the various forms of pollution, the damage to various ecosystems, the acidification of oceans. But what we must develop at the same time is this blue economy.
Ce qu'il faut aussi développer en parallèle, c'est cette économie bleue.
After this Scottish stopover, the event will be back in the Principality next year to celebrate its 10th anniversary. A decade spent fighting to keep seas and oceans at the heart of the international agenda and looking for solutions to protect them. Jorge Carlos Fonseca, the president of Cape Verde, was in the Principality recently where he was welcomed at the princely palace by Prince Albert II. The two heads of state talked at length before meeting a little later at the Oceanographic Museum for a look back at the first few months of the Monaco Explorations campaign. The first ports of call of the Yersin, which on the Principality's initiative welcomes scientists on board, were Madeira and then Cape Verde last autumn.
First snow, first winter of my life.
We're staying with the theme of protection of the oceans with a fun and delicious awareness campaign organised at Stars and Bars by the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation. The aim of From the Sea to the Plate was to highlight the need for sustainable consumption of sea products. In the same way that we are advised to eat seasonal fruit and veg, it has become necessary for us to adopt a responsible behaviour towards products from the sea. In order to achieve this, the public must be informed and assisted with their purchases, and the best way to do this is with visual and enticing examples. Great chefs came to prepare seafood in front of customers and alongside students from the Monaco Catering School. We have to pass on a life philosophy, a way of looking at products, the respect of earth if we want our children and our children's children to know what cod and tuna are. We must respect them. Juan Arbeláez became famous thanks to the Top Chef television programme and took advantage of his Monegasque visit to sign up to the Mr. Goodfish programme, which encourages a responsible and respectful approach to the marine environment. Camperogia, a migrant camp for up to 500 people, has been set up at the exit of the Italian border town of Ventimiglia, around 10 kilometres from Monaco. Thousands of migrants have stayed there during the last 3 years, and little by little amenities were installed to increase the quality of the reception. One of the porter cabins was financed by the Monegasque Red Cross and Amad Mondial. The president of Amad Mondial, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Hanover, wanted to visit the site to meet the families living there, as this centre is dedicated to mothers and their children.
Dans le cadre des activités de l'Amad Mondial,
as part of the activities of Amad Mondial, we developed a programme for unaccompanied young minors. They are migrant minors who arrive in Europe, often by crossing the Mediterranean, and they arrive alone. It was clear that we needed to set up a space for children at the Ventimiglia camp. Her daughter-in-law, Beatrice Casiraghi, was alongside the Princess of Hanover as they talked with mothers for a long time. She also played with the children there as the rain fell heavily outside. 53 volunteers from the Monegasque Red Cross take daily shifts in Ventimiglia. The Italian association Earth for Men, along with Amad Mondial, offer legal, cultural and linguistic assistance for the young unaccompanied migrants passing through Camperogia. Time to go. See you next week.